So sometimes I, out in the world, will see something, whether that is that Ferrari with the Erdogan face wrap.
The Kurdish BMW wrap.
Yeah, the Al Pacino Scarface cake, where I just need to bring it to everybody here. And while I was leaving a friend's stag at the weekend, I saw what I believe to now be the only use case for generative AI art in history. I introduce to the TF listeners, it's TF everybody, as well as Libby and Charlotte, the hosts of the What's All This Then podcast, the greatest t-shirt ever made and the thing that will justify the entire generative AI industry. Behold DJ Albert Einstein.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking when I see this is like, you know how people say, a computer could never come up with this? I think only a computer could draw this in a way that makes it so special.
I'm not sure what my favorite aspect of DJ Albert Einstein is. Is it the sternum tattoo of his own face that he has? Is it the cameo from the GTA 5 box art woman? Is it Is it the top left corner where there appears to be perhaps the head of either Charlie Kirk, Zoran Mamdani, or the exact midpoint between the two? Every aspect of this is magical.
Interesting. I thought it was David Beckham. To me, that's David Beckham.
The one thing I would like is him to be sticking his tongue out. I do feel like I'm missing that element of Einstein.
I basically don't know who he is if he's not sticking his tongue out. Yeah,
exactly. He's like too cool in this image. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like Albert Einstein, noted for his prankish attitude.
I remember when I was in university, I had this poster, like, in my first year. They're kind of like posters you kind of buy if you during that period of time, and it was like just called the Communist Party, and you had like Lenin on the desk.
I had it on a t-shirt
with the lampshade on the head.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like the sort of like millennial spirit in you is just like the eyes are glowing. Like, you remember we had like, we were talking about Block Party last week. Now we're going to talk about like 2010s.
This became who remembers the 2010s quicker than I anticipated.
Well, this is it, because like the image sort of reminds me of that, but I was also thinking when I was watching, well, who's like the target audience for this type of stuff, right? And I was like, it's obviously like dad stuff. Like dads love like AI. And then I remember that I'm a dad. This is me. Like this is kind of like they've sort of clocked my ass. The type of person who's wearing this t-shirt in 2026 is the type of person who bought the Communist Party poster where Lenin, Mao, and Trotsky are at a club, and I think Marx is DJing.
It is Marx with the lampshade on his head. Yes.
Yeah.
That's about
the left of the party.
It's a real shame. It's you hate to see a sort of like apex predator like AI slop come for the ecosystem of like threadless graphic t-shirts.
Yeah. But this is it. This is a t-shirt designed specifically for me.
I'm sorry that they've done this to you.
You're going to be flying to Italy to buy it. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you buy it? This is the main question.
I mean, it depends. This would go down really well at like the local dad's barbecue, I think.
What is like there's like a whole parallel dad society.
Being like the sort of Anthony Bourdain of dads is a great bit. Just like, you guys eat this every day, and it's like the bowl of cereal, you made yourself exhausted with a little bit of baby food spilled into it, and it's like, you guys are so fucking lucky.
That's right. Yeah, well, that's correct. And like, the Bourdain Obama like conversation where they're sort of like having it over noodles and it becomes this very famous thing. That's me and like a child, and we're sort of like eating each other's, half bitten toast.
Yeah,
right?
cold chicken nuggets.
With like the ketchup on it and everything. and the child is telling me that it's not actually about the food, but it's the way that you talk to people through food leads to like a degree of authenticity.
It's actually about community. So
God. I can't believe we didn't get to see Bourdain being like going into like the dad society.
Because a lot of people are like tourists in toddler culture, but they're not travelers in toddler culture, And
that's so true. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say it sucks when like someone comes back from like a semester abroad in toddlerland and then starts like missing their R's and stuff. Like, I picked up an accent in Toddlerland.
Well, that's also me. It's like when you sort of do year abroad in like Asia and you come back to like your shitty town where your university is, and you're like, oh, like when I went and did my year in like Hong Kong or whatever, like, you know, all that type of stuff. But that's me, like when I like hang out with my adult friends, I'm just like, oh, this time when, you know, I had to sort of go to the play group and, you know, had a fight with a child. And like, you're talking to someone who like just had no experience of this, and they're sort of just looking at you. And then they notice that you're wearing this t-shirt with like the AI generated Einstein on the DJ decks. And they're like, oh, I had a poster just like that. And then that's how we bond. We bond over that poster. That's where it begins.
Well, welcome to TF, everybody. If you couldn't tell, we got Charlotte and Libby from What's All This Then podcast. A long time in the making. I went on there recently. You can check out my episode, and I've prepared for us a primarily dessert selection today.
Thank you.
Yummy pudding. That's what people call it in Britain, is pudding.
Yeah, yummy
fact.
pudding.
Yes, that's the kind of thing we do on our podcast. Is we say,
did
you know?
What we're all about. saying pudding is different in the UK.
It means a whole new thing.
It does.
So I've got one piece of more serious news, but before we get into that, I want to go back to a favorite vertical of mine. Can I just announce with some great joy in my heart, Kirk Fund got another deposit.
Yes.
Yay.
We love the counter backlash to the backlash to the backlash.
You know what? You reverse it enough times, it's pretty funny and also pretty good. Yes, that's right. The Charlie Kirk Memorial Fund for Lib sponsorship has received another major deposit. This is pretty high profile, and it's not actually from a public institution. This is Karen Attia, who is a black female opinion writer at the Washington Post, and she tweeted on the day that it happened, quote, "Refusing to tear my clothes and smear ashes on my face in performative mourning for a white man that espoused violence is not the same as violence," Attia wrote. She then wrote, "Part of what keeps America so violent is the insistence that people perform care, empty goodness, and absolution for white men who espouse hatred and violence."
See, that's just quite straightforwardly reasoned and is not, you know, obviously I support any payout from the Charlie Kirk Fund, but what I want it to be is a guy who went, LMAO, can't believe his neck just did that, gay as fuck, and then gets arrested. You know, like when it's more obviously an injustice like this, then I'm like, you know, it should be proportionally higher, I feel.
Yeah, well, so she has been reinstated with full back pay. I am following another case in the Charlie Kirk Fund. It's not quite confirmed yet.
I really, really hope that when they are forced to like give you your job back for saying, you know, it's crazy how this guy said that, you know, mass shootings are the price we pay for like the Second Amendment or whatever, and it happened to him. That when they hire you back, they're obliged to say, yeah, sorry, Chud 1.0 was crazy.
Yes. Oh my God, you're right.
We all got a little bit carried away. We started maybe like policing some people's speech in ways that we didn't necessarily,
Chud 2.0 is going to be way more sensible. Yeah, we're going to get it right this time.
Chud 1 was the compromise.
I really want like a kind of like MAGA candidate in like down ticket to be doing the same thing that DSA electeds do, where you know DSA will have someone who's like, socialism is about giving small businesses the tools they need to thrive, right? I'm really excited for someone to be like, well, in many ways, the like the whole of the 14 words, when you think about it, include gas mileage. So
obviously, by the way, the cut of Chud 1.0 is Barstool Sports. Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
This is a case in the a Kirk Fund I'm following. The deposit has not yet been made, but an administrative recommendation has been made that the deposit be made. Florida can still challenge it. However, based on what you said, Nova, I'd like to share the story here. This is not a confirmed deposit, but it looks like it probably will be.
Please.
So, a Lee County public school teacher's suspension for a comment about slain conservative activist Charlie Kirk should be ended, and she should receive back pay, an administrative court judge has recommended. So this is Mariah Roller, an educator at Three Oaks Middle School in Fort Myers, and they claimed, oh, your post caused huge disruption at the school board. So the post was, what's that about the cost of the Second Amendment being some gun deaths every year? By Charlie, the post read, followed by a waving emoji and 3 fire emojis.
Let's fucking go. Okay, good. Fantastic. Yeah. That's what I'm
there we go.
High priority. This is priority 1A for me, for sure. Yeah. In the entire United States of America, I think this is what we need to get done.
It's like, we need to find just the most emojis. How about this? The more emojis you use, the more money you get.
I did just find that there is a street that was renamed Charlie Kirk Way about like an hour and a half away from where I live in LA. So I could go there and like, do something funny. I could dab. I could take some of those blood packs or something and do a little bit of performance art or something. I think I need to set a goal on my stream or something to go and have fun at Charlie Kirk Way in Westminster, California.
How come it is that Americans drive on the Parkway and dab on the Kirkway?
All right. Okay. We need to, I think, a two-step process here. Number one, we got to get that DJing Einstein shirt. I'm sad I didn't buy it. I'm going to have to be like, all right, my friend Sean, we're running back your stag party. I got to get a shirt.
Yes.
We're going to redo it all. Secondly, we got to get Libby the shirt so that she can then perform her performance art in the
I'm
world's
seeing the
greatest shirt.
Indiana Jones sort of dot plane moving from Italy over to the US, over to the Kirkway.
Quick dab, and then I'll go home. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Another little bit of news I wanted to share. This is, let's say, you know how I like to follow corporate fraud allegations.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Especially the defenses people give for defrauding investors, because, of course, those are the only people who, if you defraud, you're going to be made to give a substantial defense because of the vast inequality in our society. Well, Christine Hunsaker has had her day in court for founding and leading an apparel rental startup called Castle, CAA, capital STLE.
It's clothing rental for ghosts.
Look, are you tired of wearing what you died in with unfinished business?
Mostly like cloaks, suits of armor,
That's why
chains,
ghosts are
clanking
here.
chains.
Is they're just sick of their old clothes. We just need to give them their new clothes.
God. Okay, all right. Makeover Exorcist. This is a new Quibi pitch I have for Back in Time.
If she gets away with fraud, would it be fair to say that that all of us really are exiting the vampire castle?
Yes.
So Castle is named for clothing as a service, a play on the tech concept of software as a
hate
service.
that
This is from
so
FT.
much.
Yeah.
I love that it has like rising falling tone in there as well.
It's because it has two A's and a capital S. How would you pronounce it?
Castle.
Castle.
It is Dracula's fucking place. It's Rent the Runway for Dracula.
Okay. So they raised hundreds of $1 million from lots of like quite serious high net worth investors, not the usual coterie of like influencers and celebrities who funded FIA. And Castle also had partnerships with brands like Ralph Lauren, Vince, so on. Hunsaker was a guest on television and conferences for business leaders and so on and so on. However, the company collapsed into bankruptcy after investors realized she had been falsifying revenue figures and audited financial statements for years.
Yeah,
a complaint from
slay.
Honestly, good for her.
We stan a grifter. Remember that? Remember we stan a grifter?
Yeah.
That was a good period.
I still do. Some of us still do.
Sure, yes.
Some of us remember the old ways. A complaint from securities regulators said at one point, Hunsaker exaggerated her revenues by 70 times. She pled guilty to securities fraud in March. So, if you haven't scrolled down yet, and I hope you haven't, can anybody just reach for something? What was the defense that she mounted against allegations that she defrauded? There's all of these, some of the only humans who matter according to our legal system.
Your Honor, ChatGPT misled me.
Dracula made her do it. It was Dracula.
Possessed.
Yeah.
Good.
Ghost stuff. It was
so
ghost.
far, I'm going to say Charlotte's coming closest to what the actual thing was.
Unfortunately, I did scroll down, and I simply can't wait for you to say the true thing because it is so funny.
I'm not even scrolling down. I'm still looking at the Einstein t-shirt.
I'd like that to be the episode art, and I hope everybody just gets transfixed by it such that you like miss stops on public transport and so on.
Oh, yeah.
You get pulled over by the cops for just staring at your phone while
and then
driving.
you show it to
and
the
then
cop. The cop is
Yeah,
transfixed
like, look at
instantly.
this. Yeah.
And then it just proceeds from there, like pluribus, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Or echopraxia. So, according to her defense in court, this is because a 30-pound mirror fell on her head while she was trying to move it. And from that moment on, she became unable to stop engaging in fraud.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm glad you got a bargain on the mirror, but I'm not sure what the relevance is.
I mean, that's good.
I'm never not reaching for the low-hanging fruit first. That's a heavy mirror, though. Jesus.
That is heavy, yeah.
It is a very heavy mirror. This is basically a piano fell on my head defense to me. right?
all of my teeth were replaced with piano keys, and then I was so disoriented that I inflated the value of my business.
Bonked on the head by a mallet. A bit of a cliff fell on me, and I only had a cocktail umbrella to protect myself.
I was blown up with a big stick of dynamite and became completely covered in soot, and my hair was blown up.
I really thought it was a tunnel, but it was painted on, and now I'm doing fraud.
In
What
many
can I
ways,
say?
I'm a victim of fraud from this tunnel.
Your Honor, I would like to introduce Exhibit A into evidence where, of course, you can see clearly the defendant has a completely soot-black face and her nose is on the back of her head. Have you not heard my client walk away from the scene of the injury, bopping up and down like an accordion and making an accordion sound?
The defense calls the 3 birds flying around the head of the defendant. Permission to treat the bird as a hostile witness.
So she presented evidence from a physician who said that, absent the injury, she would not have engaged in the fraud.
Oh.
I love when you get a doctor in as an expert witness to just be like, yeah, you know, whatever. Do you remember Trump's original doctor? Like, I think about that guy
the sunglasses guy?
Yeah.
Ronnie Jackson?
Yeah.
Or...
No, the one before him, the guy with the long hair and the like.
Oh, the guy who looked like the Twin Peaks. He looked like the Twin Peaks guy, the psychiatrist.
A little bit Twin Peaks, a little bit Slavoj Zizek. Was just like, yeah, I've probably been prescribing Quaalude since the 80s, but like, you know,
what of it? Yeah,
insanely healthy man, if anyone asks.
Adorable.
Prosecutors cited a 40-minute talk Hunsaker delivered at a Goldman Sachs retail conference shortly following the injury, as well as her internet searches after she had lied to investors, falsified audit reports, and doctored bank statements. Her internet searches included create audit firm fake or bank fraud versus wire fraud severity.
Okay, can I say what I like about this? It's the old school nature of these Google searches. It's not asking a question to ChatGPT like, hey, ChatGPT, I think I'm in a lot of trouble. I've created a fake fake audit firm. What do I do? It's just crime real ?
Yeah. In this day and age, committing fraud and then Googling fraud, I guess to do the equivalent of like reading the Wikipedia page for the food you're eating.
Yeah, exactly.
That's excellent.
Again, it's the old ways, you know. It's nice to see.
It's reminding me of my first time like on the computer trying to find videos and finding youtube.com by Googling videos, you know.
Wow. Origin story for Charlotte. She just Googled videos and that's how we have the Charlotte we have today.
So, Nova, can I just tell you, one of the Google searches was also just simply for the word fraud.
Magical.
We often have a lot of sympathy for the subjects of this kind of story, and I must say this is absolutely no exception.
Yeah.
Free this woman immediately.
What if she is just perfectly philosophically, morally innocent, where she's Googling fraud and with like actual sort of building horror, realizing, I didn't realize you couldn't do that. I thought I'd found a loophole.
Yeah, this seems like a first year of law school kind of question. It's like, can you commit fraud if you have to Google what fraud is after you've already done it?
Yeah, are you guilty of something you technically built on first principles without any sort of,
If you invent fraud for the first time.
That's the kind of argument you would use if you were like, yeah, my client got like hit by a big mirror. And so...
Oh, sorry, my lawyer also got hit by a big mirror.
This is just, again, not to sort of be like, this reminds me of a meme, but this does remind me of that meme of like, this is my lawyer dog, I'm going to jail, bro. That's the type of arguments I'm expecting from this kind of lawyer. And in some ways, it's actually quite clever because it's like, either this will work so well, right, that no one will really be able to say anything and you win, or it's going to be so horrible as an argument, but you know that you're kind of going to lose anyway.
Oh, and then you win the appeal for deficient representation. Right.
Well, actually, I didn't even think about that, but it was just more just like, well, if you know that you basically are going to set up to fail, why not just kind of like employ the most bizarre argument you can think of in the hope that perhaps some humor might persuade the judge to like
doing
be
a kind of
you.
Your Honor, I'm doing a kind of Nathan Fielder thing. Just go with it.
just saying like, all right, let's bring out the hidden cameras on the sheer hope that maybe there are some hidden cameras. And that's going to be how you get out of this. Like.
Your Honor, I'm kind of like a reverse Tim Heidecker.
So I'm gonna finish this up here. Addressing the court, Hunsaker said that she, quote, started lying about numbers, not to enrich myself, but to avoid conflict.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
do,
so fair.
again, I have to stand someone who's so conflict avoidant that she'll just do some crime. I relate very strongly.
So Hunsaker's lawyers argued that the founder had a pathological need to succeed and avoid conflict, as well as issues with gambling and addiction that took over even after the fog from her injury lifted.
So really what you're saying is getting hit in the head with a 30-pound mirror was just the start of like the
It's the
worst
tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is like, okay, welcome to law school. This is your book of all the laws. On the right is your comedy legal hammer that you can use to determine if someone's capacities have been impacted.
Man, possessed really was right.
It was
feels
basically
like
right.
like hit in the head with the mirror and sort of the evil mirror version of me sort of swapped places
So
with
metaphorical.
me.
Yeah.
And she really wanted to do fraud, like really, really bad.
Your Honor, I would like to identify that I technically have a lot of time served as I've been trapped in the mirror prison like Lex Luthor.
And because the mirrored me was opposite of me, she loved doing fraud and she's stupid.
Loved doing fraud and didn't know what fraud was.
I heard about it and then I had to get involved. It was so cool. I have another couple of things for our all dessert episode.
We're moving up the sort of trays of the Lazy Susan here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we are. So we either or possibly both. I have an excerpt from Maggie Haberman and Jonathan Swan's book about the imperial presidency of Donald Trump, where Greg Brockman, president of OpenAI, shows Trump ChatGPT for the first time. Or I have a startup called Crash Market.
Do I want the lemon slice or do I want the little like millefeuille? I don't. Both. I want both.
I think we can do both. We could do both. The first one's pretty quick anyway, because this is a criminally short section. I think they should have devoted a whole chapter to this. So this is an excerpt from Maggie Haberman's book. But when Brockman connected his laptop to the TV close to Trump's chair and brought up on screen the ChatGPT interface, the look on Trump's face went from exhaustion to a wide-eyed, "Wait, what is this?" To show off ChatGPT's capabilities, Brockman took the text of an executive order on AI policy from the first Trump administration and pasted the whole thing into the prompt field. He asked ChatGPT to summarize the order into a sentence where every word started with the same letter. The sentence appeared instantly. Brockman then asked it to turn the order into a poem, and it did that too. Trump read over the lines of the poem, bowled over by its eloquence. "Those words it's using," he said, "they're beautiful."
Oh, man.
Hey, it's a good way to get him into poetry, right?
Yeah, it's nice.
Just the idea of Trump getting into poetry through ChatGPT, but like earnestly, and like 6 months later, he's reading like Ada Limon is like really gorgeous. Just
Okay,
like
Trump getting into, and I'm sorry, I don't know if I know how to pronounce her name right, but Rupi Kaur, like her poetry.
Yeah.
I think that would be really nice.
I think I'm letting the soft animal of my body love what it loves.
I love these poems. They're about using the mobile phone. It's very interesting to me.
So Trump turned to one of his aides and said, "Maybe this will take your job."
He experienced wonder, misdirected wonder, but like the actual human emotion for like a second. And then it took him zero time to pivot instantly to cruelty to the person physically nearest to him.
I know.
He's a magician.
You know what this is reminding me of? In my gap year, I had like a volunteering job where I was it was essentially teaching old people how to use the internet. And if they were good enough to like use a mouse and a keyboard, all I would do is just like show them cool websites.
Here's how you Google fraud.
Look out for that mirror.
Yes. I would sometimes show them like Google Maps and I'd be like, "Here's a picture of your house," which I thought was really funny. And then sometimes I'd show them YouTube and I'd be like, "You can put anything in. You can just put anything in here and there's probably a video of it." And they really did have that wide-eyed look of wonder. And that was really, really nice. But that was real. That was real stuff. That was like teaching people about Wikipedia. This is a really sad version of that where it's like, it kind of is the evil mirror, honestly.
We locked Grandpa in the delusion prison. Although it seems like Trump, as with everything else, is going to kind of wiggle out of it because he has this like outlet valve of sadism. He can turn to someone and be like, "This is going to take your job," in a way that, like, you know, a nicer man might not.
That's how he processes anything, including, you know, what he thinks is, you know, beauty and wonder.
Yeah.
The aide then replied that he was already using ChatGPT, and actually it improved his work quite a bit. I imagine cowering.
Yeah, one of his lick spittles.
Trump was now very interested. How do you actually build this thing? He asked the two executives. What were the limits of what they could do? And I can now only imagine then those two executives having to explain the concept of a transformer to this guy.
Yeah, well, we got to get him out of women's sports. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
well, they tried to explain it to him, and then he wasn't interested, and then they put it in the form of a ChatGPT poem, and he said it was beautiful, and then he got it.
For too long, immigrants have been eating the plums we were keeping in the icebox.
Those were my plums. I wanted them very much.
It's very much an invasion on the southern border for the plums.
They're perfectly ripe. You shouldn't really keep them in the icebox, but I do for some reason.
So that was a quick hit, but it's just bowled over by its eloquence is great.
Donald Trump staring into the void is a very sort of compelling, horrifying
He's never been bowled
thing.
over by fucking eloquence. What a lie. That's such a lie.
Trump staring into the void and then just being like, "You're such a terrible void. I should have you removed. This void is so much better."
I mean, I still think the most revealing thing about Trump is him making Baron fast forward through the talky bits of Bloodsport so that he could get to the fight scenes. And I don't know if that guy has a poem in him. He may be the exception to the Corbyn thing of everyone having a poem in him.
I'd love to see his ChatGPT history.
God. Yeah.
Like he no longer needs just like, I don't know, like the Gorilla Channel or whatever it is that he watches. All he needs is just to give himself AI psychosis.
President's in the Oval Office on his phone making ChatGPT make gorilla noises to him. It soothes him.
So I said I had a startup called Crash Market, and I'd like to tell you about it now.
I sure hope it don't.
See, well, one of the things I've learned in the past year or two is that companies, especially companies being founded by very young men, like in their early 20s, who have now been on Elon Musk's Twitter since they were, 16 or so.
Oh, that's depressing.
Have realized that they can get a lot of press by rage baiting, especially on social media. The first time we saw this was, if we all remember Cluely, the cheat on everything AI app that's just a sort of terrible ChatGPT wrapper. And the rage bait video was a man on a date with a woman where he's just all the right answers on his date are being fed through his pervert glasses, essentially. They now, of course, are the subject of numerous articles and sort of think pieces about how your standard San Francisco tech founder is sort of chutted out 4chaner who's being given sort of tens of millions of dollars by chutted out older 4chaners like Mark Andreessen. So it's no surprise that more companies we talk about here are going through the same processes. So Crash Market, which started its life as the Cupid dating show.
Oh.
Yeah. With K, founded by Evan Rama and Param Patel, two guys at the University of Texas at Austin. Unfortunately, not the University of Austin. It would have been much funnier if it was.
Yeah.
They founded this company called Cupid Dating a couple of years ago. And it was this college blind dating show where they go to college campuses and they get people into an auditorium and they make these highly clippable versions of the dating game where you try to, and they understood spectacle. They tried to get people to sign up by like walking around just as jesters with QR codes on their backs and so on. It's all pure sort of spectacle
so how did
and
you
showmanship.
Two meet? Oh, well, I met this jester at university and
and so, but they've pivoted that now. And their company, Crash Market, is asking, what if any live stream could become a prediction market?
Oh, well, now I'm interested. How can I monetize this?
How can I monetize stuff that's not even contests or, let's say, the kind of events you usually bet on? How can we bet on the minutia of daily life?
yeah.
Well, how can you make money out of like your favorite influencers are saying the line, right?
Yeah.
Insider trading, number of times Hassan Piker blinks inside a minute.
It's been referred to as a mashup of Twitch and Kalshi.
Oh, my
I mean,
yeah.
you say that. It's interesting because the most obvious and most scurrilous kind of monetization for this I can think of isn't Twitch. It's the even less ethical streaming apps like Kick or whatever, where it's mostly just like sort of domestic violence, but televised.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Are we going to shoot this puppy? Yes or no?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, effectively, like one of the use cases is fully Kick, right? Which is people like stealthily filming themselves, like going on pickup artist trips, and you can like bet if they're going to get people's phone numbers.
Sometimes it's not even stealthy. Sometimes it's just, hey, we have the most vulnerable person around us in a kind of cuckooing relationship. Let's see how many of his organs we can harvest live on air or whatever, because we live in Oryx and Crake now. And I'm going long on spleen, I guess, you know?
Yeah. So the examples that they give are: will her Uber arrive in under 2 minutes? Will he get her phone number? Will he score the next goal?
They had to work so hard to come up with a non-toxic use case, and they couldn't even make it to 2 before they got to like a sort of gross one.
Damn.
So the other one is predict live outcomes like, will she agree to a second date, or is his salary over $80,000, and watch the results unfold.
Wait. What is this? Is assuming that you say your salary on a date?
Well, I think that for these guys, the only thing that women want on a date and what they screen for is, are you above 6 feet tall and do you make a huge amount of money? I think we might be dealing with that.
The bet I would like to make would be how many of the guys who say that they're 6 foot and above are actually 5'9".
Okay, now that I really, really like.
Bring out the measuring tape.
You're going to short them.
Yeah. Now I really want to do the measuring men stream. Just get all the men I know in a room and ask them, look at their driver's licenses and see what they've put on there, and then just measure them.
So if you're creating a market here, you're creating different financial incentives. Personally, I'm the sort of like, I'm investing in a more conservative strategy where I'm betting heavily on this guy who says he's straight says the photo of the last guy looks gay fund, and that's like index linked. That's like gold plated. That's like a pension.
Yeah, exactly.
See, we've cut up all these different guys into tranches. See,
a collateralized guy obligation.
a CGO?
Yeah,
a synthetic CGO, a CGO squared. No, so basically they have this. So they had this ad, and this ad generated obviously a huge amount of heat online by people saying this is terrible. And it's just so brazen that what they're trying to do is piss people off until they just get free advertising.
Which I guess we're doing. So,
well, I'm not pissed off, actually. I'm having a great time. So
so the ad, which was posted a few days ago from the recording of this recording, begins with a young man on the phone with his father who tells him he needs to give up on streaming and find a real job. So he hangs up, logs on for another day of live streaming. All an AI generated, like very muscular Korean pop star looking guy, by the way, who lives for some reason in a fully furnished geodesic dome in the wilderness. He gets online, and then his numbers start climbing as viewers bet in real time how the live stream will play out. Well, this is from Fast Company. Will he land a water bottle flip? Will he fit more than 20 marshmallows in his mouth? Will he sing a pop song? Every market closes once an outcome is reached, with viewers ostensibly getting paid out. As the stream winds down and the total volume of money bet during the live stream reaches 999,000, the streamer gets one final bet. It's from his father predicting he'll be able to do a backflip. The wager comes with a comment, "I'm proud of you."
This is also psychological.
Yeah.
To do, hey, we made the plot of a kind of B-tier Black Mirror episode real.
Yeah.
But the sort of emotional payload of that is your dad's going to respect you. God, what a generation.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about these billboards that I've seen around LA that are for, it's something like Kalshi, but not even as famous as that. It's some predictive betting market, and it says passive income, bro, I need massive income on it. And every time I drive past it, I'm like, I could just crash the car and end it.
Will Libby crash the car? We're selling it. I think it's the same kind of attitude, which is the entire fuck youification of big swaths of like the whole idea of venture capital.
Cory Doctorow's slightly less successful new coinage there.
So Crash Market's platform is already live, but currently it only lets users predict the outcomes of video games, and even then only Among Us and Rocket League.
What?
So, yeah. They've previously so all that stuff where it's like, hey, do you want to join the like misogyny pickup artist betting live stream?
Yeah.
Well, you can't yet. You can bet on Among Us, but I promise we'll say some misogynistic stuff on there.
At some point, you're going to be able to maybe sing a pop song. And that's the thing I'm really stuck on from the description of the ad, because land a water bottle flip and fit a bunch of marshmallows in the mouth. These are common streamer activities, but like looking like you're about to start singing and people going, ooh, I wonder if it's going to be a pop song or not. And then it's like, no, I'm actually going to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
Oh, and they won't pay out for that.
Where are the exact limits of pop for them as well? Like, is pop punk acceptable? Or?
I'm sort of wondering why it is that it's only those two video games. Like, is there something built into their backend that like detects those games and can thus verify it? Because otherwise, I could go crazy on this. I could do like, you know, is Libby gonna crash out on GeoGuessr when she thinks it's Romania, but it's actually Albania or whatever? I could go crazy with it.
Maybe there's some kind of like back-end gambling API for Rocket League, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's actually so true.
So this is a Web3 organization. They, of course, have a blockchain that is on Monad that's driving all of this. I don't know why it's only those two things. Maybe because they haven't figured out how to write a event contract that differentiates between a pop song and a pop punk song. And that this is just an entire nightmare of insider trading, because you could just say, I'm going to eat some marshmallows. I wonder how many. And then your friend just knows how many marshmallows you're going to eat. Like what we have here is okay, all right. Guy Ritchie has fallen off a little bit because he's gotten obsessed with The Gentleman. However, Snatch 2.
Ooh.
And instead of fixing a boxing match, it's just this one unexpected man is able to eat more than 30 marshmallows at a time.
We've got post-cancellation Brad Pitt in. How's it going, Brad?
Yeah, so
full of marshmallows.
The Crash Market team has previously experimented with betting via person-on-the-street interviews, running a live stream in July where viewers could bet on things like a stranger's salary or sexual body count.
That's
no.
Yeah, it is just like I say, it's the whole thing. They're unable to stop marketing it as misogyny because they're like, well, I guess we're vice signaling now.
Content that there is, I guess, at the kind of level that they want to interact with it. But it's like most of these because realistically, I don't think they know that their market's not on Twitch. Their market's, as you said, Nova, on Kick.
Yeah.
Right. Their market is of cruel shut-in sadists and incels, all of whom have so much like fried dopamine receptors that they need to just start betting on everything that they see to try to feel something.
This is, I would say, by some margin, one of the most embarrassing ways to get or feed a gambling addiction. It's like the rock bottom story at like Gamblers Anonymous, I think. And
it's also it's so bad that even if you somehow got rich from it, you'd still be embarrassed. Like, you know, if you were driving around in your Ferrari or whatever, and your girlfriend was like, "Hey, how did you get all this money?" You had to explain it was because I bet how many marshmallows iShowSpeed would put up his ass.
This is the mansion that correctly guessing water bottle flips won me.
I know, you couldn't. You'd have to lie. You'd have to say you were like working for Raytheon or something.
Yeah.
All right. We don't usually do segments of this type to close it out, but because we have UK experts, Libby and Charlotte here, and we're joining forces with UK experts from inside and out here at TF. For our final segment today, I thought we could answer some of our overseas listeners' burning questions by implication, because I've used Ask UK, Ask a Brit, and Ask Brit subreddits for some questions about how life works on this crazy little archipelago. Some of them also are questions from the press.
It's notably it's a Q&A, but we have not given our listeners the opportunity to queue. Your queues will not be aid.
All the people who post on this subreddit are obviously listeners, so.
Redditors?
So, let's see. There's one that I actually took specifically because of Libby and Charlotte's way of ranking things on What's All This Then. There's another one that is, I think, very delightfully British, and it's Kafkaesque, sort of twists and turns.
Famous British man.
And then there are several. So I'll just start here. I'll start at the top. So, Libby and Charlotte. Is shopping at Morrison's quote unquote posh? That
is a baffling one to me because, well, you know what? I'll say this. Morrison's has been a sort of controversial part of our tier list because we rank everything that we're talking about from the UK on a supermarket themed tier list. And Morrison's is what, Charlotte? Is it D?
It's above Asda and under Tesco.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
right?
And some people say Morrison's is better than that. But at least where I grew up in Banbury, Morrison's was shit. So it's baffling to me to hear it ever be considered posh.
Yeah, I kind of consider Morrison's to be like shit, but in a way that's like orthogonal to the kind of main supermarket ranking. You know, it's like you have to kind of like go out of your way to find one, and it's unexpected.
I had one near my house when I used to live in South London, and I spent more time there than I expected to because there really wasn't much else to do.
Yes.
Well, you just hung out there?
Hey,
Yeah.
hanging out at the store is great.
I lived by myself. I wasn't really allowed to go out, and everyone else like lived quite far away from me. And so, yeah, I had to figure out something to do.
Hold on. Did it have like a cafe, or were you just wandering the aisles?
No, it did. It did have a cafe. This is what I was going to come to, right? Because like the one near my house, the cafe was actually quite good.
Yeah.
I was quite impressed by it. It's like one of those, I did sort of find it to kind of be like not as shit as the Asda. And again, this is all relative,
That's what we're
right?
saying.
I'm just thinking about the process of our last 2 episodes and thinking we're not aging, we're not heading into middle age, and
I'm absolutely aging.
And what the content that we're putting out is Block Party, not so good these days. Morrison's Cafe, surprisingly good.
I miss a supermarket cafe, honestly. I don't know if that's, I don't think that's really a thing.
A lot of them
here.
are gone. Yeah, a lot of them like when, post COVID, and they sort of like are probably not coming back, and it's quite sad.
You know what properly freaks out an American, in my experience, is a Waterstones cafe. They're like, this is some Harry Potter shit. You guys, you're on something different here. Having coffee next to a book?
The amount of time that I would just like skive off sixth form and take the train to Oxford and go and sit in the Blackwell's cafe or indeed the Waterstones cafe and be like, I'm ever so clever. I'm sitting in a bookshop cafe.
We were surrounded by books. It makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one I was reading.
I don't see a world in which anyone could consider like anything that isn't Marks and Spencer's and up like a posh place to shop. Am I right in saying that?
I guess Waitrose to a certain extent.
Yes, Waitrose is top of our list, followed by Marks and Spencer's, followed by, is it Sainsbury's, Charlotte? We talk about this every week. Sainsbury's.
I mean, you have definitely been accused of being posh for shopping at Sainsbury's in the past, Libby.
When I was at uni, I used to take the bus to go to Sainsbury's instead of going to the Tesco that was off campus because I liked it better. And my fucking housemates, who were way posher than me, by the way, would say that was posher me. But I don't think it was. Was it?
See, fundamentally, what we're getting to with this question is nothing really about Morrison.
No, absolutely not. No, that's a baffling one.
It's more that we've kind of sublimated our whole class system in this country into a series of supermarkets for no reason that's clear to anyone.
Mm-hmm. No,
and we also like kind of create fake voters out of them. Like like who will Aldi? Who would Aldi Steve vote for? Who would like Morrison's? Would Morrison's Tim want the boats to be shot down? Yes, he obviously would. What about Waitrose Hamish? I don't fucking know about Waitrose Hamish, but like
I know about I live in the West End of Glasgow. Don't talk to me about Waitrose Hamish.
So I have another one. This is actually like an article that was written in The Guardian. So a question that was asked The Guardian. How can I convince NHS pensions that I am not dead?
Oh, no.
I think you can't. I think you have to accept your bureaucratic death.
I think you just have to die, basically. Yeah.
Or crime wave.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
They
the
cannot
purge.
legally charge a dead man with a crime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, if you're worried about this, you carry a mirror around with you.
I was going to say, you could commit fraud, and if you get into trouble, you can get like that lawyer to defend you, and you could be like, "Well, Your Honor, he's dead."
Known as the mirror fraud lawyer.
It seems as if someone's been Googling fraud, but when we look who was Googling, that person died years ago on this very night.
In this courthouse. They say you can hear his new chains rattling around.
You can still hear the rattle of his mechanical keyboard.
You type in fraud. So, how do you convince NHS pensions I'm not dead? They seem to be pretty convinced that this person is dead. So, this is essentially someone who retired, who worked for the NHS for 11 years, retired to South Africa, and then they kept on writing and said, I promise, I'm not dead.
I mean, at a certain point, right, this is just like limiting sort of government overheads, right? Like if we just started, if Andy Burnham, right, just had the NHS and other government departments just start cheating people, we could save so much money, you know? You think you're entitled to a pension? No, you're not. You never worked it and you're dead. And immediately the spending comes down.
That is a classic American thing that they've done with like Medicaid, for example, is just clearly erroneously taking people off the lists and then assuming that no one is going to challenge it, or most people who are on Medicaid don't have the time or will to fix it. It's a pretty smart way of lowering costs.
Yeah, we do know how to do this, but only for benefit sanctions. And I feel like if we just broadened it a bit more, like you want to get NHS waiting lists down, right? What you do is person comes in, says, "Hi, I have an appointment." You go, "No, you don't."
Yep. Sorry, you can't get on this bus. You don't exist.
No. No doctors here, and there never were.
Yeah.
We just start shutting down bits of the British state by just tactically lying to people. And you know what? I think most people would be like grumbling a bit, would broadly get on with it. Just be like, tried to get on the bus today, been told I don't exist. Not having an existential crisis about it, just keeping on.
The bus driver said that they can only be certain that they exist, and that I might simply be a figment of their imagination.
The philosophical bus driver. Yeah, I hate him.
Hey, all of a sudden, like, oh, we have to teach STEM. We have to teach STEM. We're going to save the UK's public finances with philosophy.
Yeah. Can I have an all-day ticket? Well, I don't know. Is that a categorical or a moral imperative?
So this person who asked is stuck indefinitely in the UK, trying to convince them that they're not dead. But what I think is going to happen at some point is that they'll be told they're overstaying their visa.
Deporting a dead person to South Africa?
Yeah. So I don't know how to convince NHS pensions that you're not dead, but it seems like what we've done instead is created a whole new, this is how Andy Burnham's going to meet his fiscal rules, right? We want the northern leg of HS2 built. We're going to have to start declaring a lot more people dead, or at least ineligible for the bus.
I'd probably just ring him up, be like, "Hey, I'm not dead, and how could I be talking to you if I'm not dead?" And they'd have to say, "You know what? You're right, Libby. You're probably alive." It's just my plan.
It's a good idea, Libby.
I personally, I'm amazed they didn't think of this. But...
Just ring them up.
They kept on calling and then never got called back, and were told that the Business Services Administration would only be able to assist with general queries.
Oh my god!
I guess it's
I'm not
a general
dead. Sorry,
query.
too specific.
Yeah.
Okay. Third one. What would it take for a period akin to Cool Britannia to emerge again in Britain?
I mean, look, that's the question we're all really working. We're all trying to make that happen, aren't we?
I don't think there's a way of doing it that isn't boy band related.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we need some hot new things to sing some songs. We need a new One Direction.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like if
we could have a go with the Spice Girls again, just see if it works. Just do Spice Girls
too. The unifying factor there is we need evil managers, right?
Yeah.
And Simon Cowell got too much plastic surgery and lost the mandates of heaven. I think we need like a really evil music guy, and that's going to be what fixes Britain.
Yeah. Do they still make those? The evil music guys?
Don't know.
You know what we could do? We could offer UK citizenship under like a talented visa to Scooter Braun.
That's the guy. I was trying to think of who that was. I was like, who's the evil guy? And that's as far as I got.
Was that? Yeah, we could get, look, Scooter Braun, we're going to waive every requirement, right?
One of those like sweetheart visas that like Steven Seagal gets in Russia. You get citizenship in like 6 months.
Yeah, you get citizenship and you get put in the evil quarter in London.
Yeah,
like Steven Seagal lives in the Western Embarrassments quarter in Moscow. He lives with Gerard Depardieu, Edward Snowden, and now Bashar al-Assad.
And he never has to stand up either. It's great for him.
Yeah, I think we could get Scooter Braun over here. We could set him up in St. James's and be like, all right, Andy Burnham, the government is listening. We know that the Hacienda, fun though it was from a previous era. And we also know, by the way, Simon Cowell only had the juice once because One Direction did not usher in a new era of Cool Britannia.
It's true. It's true.
What we need is a full sort of because Britpop, as we know, very, very successful like MI5 operation to totally reconfigure society.
Sure.
We need that sort of genre push again, but I think it needs to be for something like hyper pop. Maybe we need that.
Okay, so we've got K-pop. What about B-pop?
Oh,
Well, I mean, no one's really mentioned, like, we do actually have it, right? I don't know whether you're familiar with the genre of but we have something that spiritually is quite similar in the sense of it's like a very British thing that will divide people in terms of like their loyalty, and it's this genre called UK poo.
Oh yeah, no.
Have you heard? Have you heard of this?
I have been hearing of this. Yeah, and I've been betting on it as well, thanks to Market Crash.
I'm not gonna imitate it. I'm not gonna dignify it. I'm very willing to send some clips if people are interested.
I'm most keenly aware of it because I'm from Bromley, and there was a guy on TikTok who raps about whether or not Bromley is ends or whether it's in Kent.
I said to him that basically everything like above Shortlands. But he corrected me and said,
I grew up in Shortlands.
He corrected some of my Bromley geography. But anyway, here's another dad segment here. Let's talk about the topography of Bromley. No, he was a bit rude to me on Instagram, and so I'm not a fan of him. But UK poo is our version of B-pop, and Andy Burnham needs to invite all of them to Downing Street, and I just want to see a picture of him with all the UK poo artists.
Most infuriating take you could have, referring to landfill indie as B-pop.
I don't know if UK poo can translate outside of the UK simply because it needs to be called poop.
Yeah,
I don't know if people outside of the UK can accept the word poop.
That's why the Beatles had to stop being a beat combo and start being a pop band. You know, they had to change it for the Americans.
Yeah, that's why everywhere else is called B-pop.
I think you could also argue that you might also say, just going back to something from earlier, that hyperpop, surely Charlie XCX is she could bring back Cool Britannia. She didn't bring it back.
Oh, true.
You know?
But she didn't wear a Union Jack dress, you know?
We have to chase clout as a nation and change at least one of the colors in the flag to brat green.
Oh, there we go. I think we have a two-part answer. Number one, the Union Jack is brat now. Number two, like UK poo is going to need its Ed Sullivan Show moment in the US. All right. Next one. We have time for a couple more. Is Mr. Bean an alien or an angel?
Now, we've talked about this on the show, haven't we, Charlotte?
Oh, you have?
I think we have the law on this one, right, Libby?
Yeah,
we did our episode about Mr. Bean.
I'm pretty sure that the law is something I object to. Didn't they sort of make it in the cartoon that he's an alien? And I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they have explicitly said in the animated version of the Mr. Bean show that the aliens all look like him. I believe they all have their own teddies as well.
I really hate it.
Is there like a direct association between the cartoon and the in real life?
Yeah, where
show?
are we drawing the canon here?
Or is it like yeah? Or does like the cartoon Bean sort of exist in sort of like an alternate universe of some kind? Or like
Bean
a
Legends.
Different type of universe.
Right.
That's right.
If they did the Beaniverse, then animated Bean and IRL Bean would team
the
up.
BCU.
The BCU.
Yeah, and somewhere in there is also like that Pakistani Mr. Bean that was like going viral like a few years ago.
Chinese Mr. Bean, if you've seen that guy.
That's right. Yeah, correct. Yeah, correct.
Where did Angel come from? Why? Whose idea was it that Mr. Bean could be an angel, like a kind of a psychopath?
What have we got? We've got the heavenly choir as he comes down.
Yeah, he does sort of he drops to earth like but that sort of implies he's like a fallen angel who he did something wrong, or they were just sick of his shit up there.
Well, his original sin was pride, you know.
Well, he's like God is punishing him by sending him to Britain.
Best is to reign in Britain than serve in hell, or
there was another angel that had the little car that he hates.
So what we're saying then is that maybe biblically accurate angel, not a kind of eldritch, horrifying ring of light and eyes that sort of drives you mad to look upon it, but it is in fact biblically accurate Mr. Bean.
What we've done is we found a way to salvage good omens and sort of wipe Neil Gaiman's tarnish off of it. Is Michael Sheen has to become Michael Bean.
And it's like we're talking about how are we going to get Cool Britannia back? I think that's the third prong of the strategy is we're going to make a new gritty Mr. Bean where he is a fallen angel. All right. I have one more, and I have three more to pick from, and I think we have time for one more to do. So I'm gonna let you all choose.
Ooh, okay.
So
I have a strong feeling about the first one, which is that I do.
Okay. So it's the first one is, does anybody else hate the term picky bits? That's from Ask Brits subreddit.
Quick hit. Yeah, disgusting.
Horrible.
No, thank you.
Okay.
When did that start happening, by the way? Because I'm pretty sure that's since I left the UK. I left the UK in 2012, and I'm pretty sure no one was saying picky bits then.
Picky bits is like a sort of immediately post-COVID thing along with Menti B, I want to say.
Oh, fucking hell.
I was going to say that I feel like it's sort of like an attempted rebrand at rationing.
Oh my God, you're right. Recession indicator, yeah.
Yeah, they are trying to make a cue. It is a recession indicator.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Oh, I hate it. It's just part of this. I talk about this on the show a lot. I hate it. Like what I think of as innocent smoothie vibes. You know, like oh, aren't we adorable? And we are British, but it's actually very cute. It's, we're just having some picky bits, and it's very lovely. And I hate it. I really hate it.
Kind of infantilizing.
Yep.
Like editor of the show, sometimes star of the show, Nate describes the like way Britain writes ad copy as like luring an animal to be euthanized. Right, like it's all in that sort of tone.
Yes. Yeah. It's really, and it seems to get worse. Every time I come back, I see another thing that's called, higgledy piggledy pop fucking mouthwash or something. And I'm just like, fuck off. Just be normal.
Okay. Second one, quick hit. This one's from the Financial Times. Why is the far right so obsessed with knights?
Gay. Next question.
All right. And asked and answered. Anybody else? Or is the official TFX, what's all this then? Answer, gay.
Sure, I'll go with
gay,
that.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gay for nights.
Okay. Yep, that's right. All right. Well, FT answered your question. Gay. Finally, which world leaders, and I don't usually do like ones that are sort of super like fake hypotheticals, but I actually do want to know because, he's young and he's energetic.
Yeah, this is the best question of the three. Yeah.
Could the UK Prime Minister beat in a fight? It used to be, when it was Starmer, we knew that the answer was anybody so long as he's in his car. And they're only on a bicycle. Like, we know that.
Do we know how tall Burnham is? I don't really have a good sense of that yet. Like,
he gives tall, doesn't he?
He does, but I'm not sure if he is. He could be a short king.
Well, we can bet on this actually with Crash
that's so important. Andy Burnham is 5'10".
Yeah.
So
okay, but that really means he's 5'8", doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm looking on his IMDb page right now. Let's see. His height.
Why does he have an IMDb?
I was wondering that also.
Every news appearance counts for TV. I'm really curious to know what his fighting style is, personally.
It would be really funny if he was a kind of Dominic Raab judo guy. Like, he'd just quietly been sort of like seriously practicing a martial art the whole time, never mentioned it. Just like, he gets in a fight at the G20 or something and just perfectly throws someone. Delightful.
So I've seen one website, Express News with a Z.co.uk, estimates his weight at 78 kilos.
That's a real, like, looking at him like, yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Magical. God, I mean, you've got to think about other world leaders. Could he beat Trump in a fight? Absolutely not.
Oh, interesting.
Trump's a big guy. He's still a big guy.
He's big, but he's old.
He's got reach.
He's old and sick.
He's very frightened
He is.
of everything.
True. But I feel like he's still like, even if he lands on you, you're still like, that's a lot of precedent to be getting hit with.
Yeah, I feel like he could do a good charge, Trump, just sort of bash you against the wall.
I could kind of see Burnham versus Mark Carney as a kind of Metal Gear Solid 4, like, ocelot snake thing going on. Like, just two old men kicking the shit out of each other in a really sublimated way.
And he's 5'9", so that would be, we could actually put that together. Like, this would be a regulation, like, what would this be, like, bantamweight? I don't know my boxing weights.
And like, Carney like worked in England for a number of years. He's familiar with our customs and stuff. We could absolutely get him for like a square go. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, no, sorry. This is welterweight. This is a middle. This is for the middleweight title of champion of the world, which, by the way, makes you UN Secretary General.
Macron, I think, rips Burnham's head off.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, Macron takes him easily. Yeah, no, that is very simple. Olaf Schultz, I think, gets rolled by Burnham every time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Isn't Schultz quite tall though?
Yeah, but he's very weedy and he's got glasses. So I think Schultz's main fighting style is going to be don't hit a man with glasses.
I'm shorter. He's 5'7" and a 68-year-old man. I think maybe you're onto something.
I think this guy would crumble immediately. I'm looking at him and I think he would start crying.
Also, I was wrong about the glasses. Please, everyone forget I said the thing about the glasses.
You were thinking of Friedrich Merz, weren't you?
I was thinking of Friedrich Merz.
Thinking of Friedrich Merz, yeah.
Hey, admit it, listener, you were thinking of Friedrich Merz. I think Burnham versus Lula. Burnham's on the floor before he realizes what happened.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
This is the only time I'll say this. This is the only context in which it's a shame that Bolsonaro isn't still president of Brazil.
Oh, you know, he's just trying to get sent to hospital in that fight.
Oh, yeah.
It's his favorite place to be.
Begging the fight doctor to throw him in a towel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Burnham wins instantly, gets plague. Like,
yes.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is Bolsonaro, his striking and kicking isn't very good, but if you're really good at his combos, like it's a lot of buttons, but then you can like make the entire arena toxic, and then Andy Burnham will take damage unless he's jumping.
It's gonna be an AOE, yeah.
We've seen Modi's handshake like grip strength, so I don't think Burnham stands a chance there. I think he's like getting choked out more or less instantly. Xi Jinping.
Oh yeah, okay. See. Okay, all right. Here's what I'm thinking about Xi Jinping. I think Xi Jinping, once again, a lot of very good combos, and then like, but he's very good. He's like a control fighter, right? And Burnham doesn't land a blow on him.
He's a big guy, but he's old, so it's going to be sort of like a Harry Kane vibe, in my opinion. You know, like
you fucking hate Harry Kane. I love it.
I am never going to stop talking about how I hate that man. Yeah. No, I think it's going to be a Harry Kane thing, and that Xi Jinping is not going to be able to lock in when he needs to, and so I think Andy Burnham probably wins.
You think he's going to be a choke artist in the #1 title fight? Okay. I can't believe we didn't do this one. MBS.
Fuck.
So, okay, because I have a theory on this one, right? Which is MBS is going to be like, all right, I have my elite training. I'm being trained by all of the guys in the UFC who have sexual misconduct allegations against them. I'm being trained by Conor McGregor. I'm being trained by all these guys. And then he's like learned all of the the chokes and the flips and everything. Andy Burnham just comes in and just fucking gets him in one. All of that training.
You know what? In a fair fight, I buy that. Like, if we're not doing any shenanigans, I back Andy Burnham to beat MBS in a fight. The Chatham House job, I just give it to me now. You know, RUSI or whatever. Like, I'm a securocrat now. You know, this is the level of deep analysis I'm doing.
We're doing like fight handicapping on every other world leader as to which one has a glass jaw.
I mean, here's the real thing, right? It's not world leaders. It's oligarchs.
Yeah.
And he could not beat Mark Zuckerberg, sadly.
No, I mean, look, Mark has proved himself. He's been in the ring, you know?
Yeah. What I really want to see more than anything is I want to see Andy Burnham fight Elon Musk. And we could bait Elon Musk into at least saying he was going to do it.
Yeah.
It would be the easiest thing in the world to do. He wants to.
Yeah, the next time anything happens that Elon can use to push his racist bit about Britain, all Andy Burnham has to do is go in the replies and be like, fight me outside a pub. Instantly re-elected by like Saddam Hussein margins.
I know.
Now that was a guy who could fight, by the way.
Yeah.
And he could do it. You know, he would win.
I think so too. I mean, I think I would win against Elon Musk. I think he's a bitch, to be honest.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen some AI videos of him. That guy looks pretty strong. He's got some pretty cool sets of armor. I don't know. I'm kind of intimidated.
Yeah. I've seen his Elden Ring build, and he knows what he's doing.
You don't want to fuck with a guy who has two shields, you know?
Elon Musk combat rolling into the wall of a flat roof pub in Lee and knocking himself unconscious. Yeah.
I mean, he also has that toy gun next to it on his bedside, right? With Diet Coke. So,
wait, do you think Elon Musk gets do you think that's one of his specials? Is he gets to fire the gun if his meter charges all the way up?
I think so.
He just blows off his own hand because it's too customized.
I think he's popping out that flamethrower.
Oh fuck! Forgot about that. Yeah.
The Tony Stark Iron Man suits. Yeah.
I do like the idea of someone whose ult is just a gun.
That's Indiana
Yes.
Jones on a day that he's sick.
So I think we've created
We've created a policy prescription. We've created an idea on the table for Burnham's team, which is next time Elon Musk does some shit, call him out.
Yeah.
Swear go.
It's fine.
Okay, here's the thing. We
Just
talk
fine.
a lot,
Just
like in the run-ups to different like labor sort of leaderships changing hands. I've sometimes talked to some of the people who work at think tanks like Commonwealth or things or like Verdant or stuff like this, and they say the important thing is to define the ideas lying around on the table. And Nova, as you say, this is one of them.
Yeah, the
So,
prime minister,
Commonwealth.
the official prime minister of quick wins, is going to turn down a quick win, like headbutting Elon Musk unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know by name a number of people who work at Commonwealth and other similar think tanks who listen to this show. So I better see. I want a PDF out of you guys in the next 4 weeks about how Burnham could get a quick win by baiting Elon Musk into a ranked boxing match.
We need graphs. We need charts. We need like a parliament report launch. We need an octagon in the parliament report launch.
Yeah.
We need like special like interviews with kind of various MMA coaches. We need like Joe Rogan to be flown down here. We need to get Joe and like his sort of MMA buddies to talk about like who's got the best chance. Like what could he do? Does Elon, like Joe Rogan definitely believes that Elon has like a secret like 5-finger palm technique. I absolutely think that he probably thinks Elon knows that.
I think strategically, as a nation, we have it in us to like humiliate Elon even more than usual if he tries to weasel out of it as well.
Oh yeah, look, this is what we ask. What's going to bring back Cool Britannia? I think all these questions kind of go to this.
Yeah.
I think this does it. You know, we
Solved it. We
could
solved
be
politics.
the people.
Andy Burnham, your answers are clear. Start lying to people more.
I also don't understand why we haven't brought this up either, because Andy Burnham is obviously very famous for being a very Mancunian type of guy, right? He's a very Mancunian sort of like period of his life. And in Manchester, there's a place called Piccadilly Gardens where it's become quite famous for YouTubers to go and fight each other. Like if you go on YouTube and you type in Piccadilly Gardens fights, you will get like loads and loads of videos of people just fighting in the gardens.
Sending him out there to fight his way up.
Well, there's also Twitch streamers. So to go right back to the beginning of our episode, we could make some money at the back end of this by making some strategic bets on what each party will do in the fight that will take place in Piccadilly Gardens.
Holy shit, that's how the policy is going to pay for itself.
Yeah.
We're not
And
going to
that's
have to
how the
raise
policy
taxes.
pays
Need
for
to pay for. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
This is a crazy idea. It's going to work. We're going to save the country. We're now a think tank. We're going to produce the report.
It's an
We are gonna
oven-ready
produce the
deal.
report.
Like, just, it is an oven-ready fight.
We're going to launch it outside of number 10 North. I don't care if the police like sort of say we are allowed to do it or not. We're going to do it anyway.
Andy Burnham's, like, close protection, pulling him back from the podium.
We're going to have like UK poo artists like opening the event for us.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the UK's new, like the new dawn in England is going to be essentially the Raid 3 starring Andy Burnham.
Andy Burnham is gonna like do Penchuk Silat to every joint on Elon Musk's body, and then we're gonna celebrate by playing the national anthem, which is whether or not Bromley is part of London or not, and then we're gonna raise the Union flag with its brat green in salute.
Can we like have that as the outro music, please?
Of course
sure.
we can. All right. Look, we've gone a little bit long. I was like, hey, we're gonna do this to one of these last 3 questions really quick. Absolutely did not happen. We went long, but honestly, Libby and Charlotte, this has been a blast. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
And where can people find YouTube?
Thank you so much for having us.
Well, you can find YouTube by Googling videos.
YouTube. We are also on YouTube. What's All This Then is the podcast. Or on Patreon. What's All This Then? On Patreon. Well, basically, What's All This Then everywhere that you type What's All This Then. So come check it out. Check out Riley's episode. It was a blast.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. You can see me British mug the two of them.
It's embarrassing,
Amazing.
honestly. It was really embarrassing.
All right. Well, thanks again very much to Charlotte and Libby. Thank you very much for being listeners to the show. This is a free episode. There's going to be a bonus episode in a few short days. They're often in tone more like this than
I would say so.
We got it backwards this time, but that's fine. You can check that out on Patreon. You know the deal. Otherwise, we will see you again in a few short days. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.